That's right, it's time for another restoration blog. This is a video where I show you all the projects that I have going on that you might not see in another video. The temperature is below freezing right now, but I did have some cars out around New Year's. We had some warmer days and I did drive my MGC-GT down to our local British car Natter. But for right now, I'm not doing much with many of these cars because it's just too cold outside. But speaking of being cold, I did add a radiator muff to the front of this Land Rover because it works so well on the other Defender. And I have also added heated seats to this one. So if we look inside, now both sides have this switch for heated seats in two positions. If we come down here, I have a couple new models of my Anglia. Lego currently has two sets out of this Anglia, a big one and a small one. And the Lego sets even have the same registration number as my car. Weird. It is rallycross season and the Porsche should be ready for a rallycross. Ever since I first got this car, the switch for the driver's side window has been flaky. That's a big deal in a rallycross because you have to run with the windows up, but you obviously need to communicate with people, so you do have to roll it up and down. Luckily on these cars, these switches pop out very easily, and I was able to take the switch for the passenger side door and swap it over to my driver's side, so at least I have a good switch here for my driver's side. And if I need to adjust the passenger side, I can just reach over and use the switch over here. I don't think these switches are too expensive, so I'll probably order a set of these, but that's a future problem. Unfortunately, the Datsun is not as ready for winter rallycross, and I still haven't finished troubleshooting the turn signals in this car. But the main reason it's not ready for a winter rallycross is the fan has fallen off of the fan motor. So you can hear the motor running in there, but the squirrel fan that attaches to it has come loose. While I was ordering some parts for this car, I discovered a new product that I didn't know existed. This is a pen with very silver paint in it, and it's meant for touching up the silver that's on the trim of these cars so that you can make it look like new again. I had not seen this product before, so I thought I'd share it with you. And I haven't had a decent keychain for this car. This chain is pretty cheap and could easily fall apart. So I did order this keychain. So I have a safe place to store the keys that isn't going to fall apart during a rallycross. There we go. I'm currently working on the off-road wrecker, but I'll show you what I'm doing with this in another video. But something you won't see in that video, I'm trying to get these Scotch blocks to work. How these work is you anchor the chain to a point on the rear of the vehicle, and then as the vehicle tries to come back, it cannot because this block will dig itself into the ground and prevent the car from coming back any further. These work much better than standard wheel chocks like that one over there. But as you can imagine, you need a very sturdy place to mount that chain to so it doesn't just rip out of the back of the vehicle. I also want to try to keep this chain as straight as possible when it comes back and mounts to something here on the rear of the vehicle. I may need to add some structure to the bottom of this, as a lot of this area here is not very structural. I think I found a source that can make the right-hand drive wire harness for this Tiger, so I'm going to get that on order and then things can start to happen here. I'm getting very close to finishing off the gray Innocenti S. As you can see, the new soft top is on. The interior is looking fantastic. I still need to figure out the horn on this car. This particular one is fitted with a 1275 and a Datsun 5-speed transmission. So this is going to be a very fast and nice driving car. The stretched aluminum Aqualube bodied FJ40 is almost done as well. This truck is fitted with a 5-cylinder Toyota diesel. Since the tub of this vehicle was stretched, we also had to take two hard tops and stretch them, so a big section has been added here. And of course, the top itself had to be made much longer to be able to fit this vehicle as well. There's a little glimpse on the inside. The mechanicals on the Healey 106 have been looked at and all the parts have been ordered now. The dashboard is being cleaned up and getting ready to be put back in the car. Not a lot has changed on the Bronco since last month, but a lot of parts have arrived for it. The carpet is here, so you can see how the contrast of this green carpet is going to look fantastic with the green paint. And I can't get over how good the Ranger stripes look on this color. Almost all the rust has been repaired on my red Innocenti S. Still a little spot here to get to. There's some pinholes still to deal with. But pretty soon this car should be done with its transformation. At one time I had 5 of these Innocentis. 3 of them were the 950 version and 2 were the Innocenti S. A lot of changes have happened on the GT6. The rear panel is cut out, a new panel has arrived, so that can go in. And this entire side of the car was missing last month, so the new fender is in place, the rockers are in place, the shock mounts had to be replaced, but this body is going to be back to 100% pretty soon. The BMW 2002 is close to being completely finished. Finally got the rest of the trim. I was able to put some miles on the car when the weather was nice a week or 2 ago. The thing it's needing now is just a good cleanup and a final polish of the paint. The Chevy C20 is really coming along as well. It's time to start putting the interior in. All of the metal bits are done, so it's time to focus on the carpet, the seats, and the rest of the upholstery. Luckily, we were able to source clearance lights that match the originals exactly. Hopefully, some big progress can be made on this truck soon. That's going to be it for today, so if you want to see more videos like this, comment below and click subscribe.